Attention all new real estate investors. Are you ready to start renting out your investment property and maximizing your profits? Look no further, because in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the crucial steps needed to find that perfect tenant for your rental property. Come here. As a successful real estate investor, I know that the secret to a successful rental property is finding the right tenant. So come on, get a coffee, get a pen, and let's get started. Before we get started, let's take a quick second and like this video for me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that I can help you on your path to your real estate goals. Like I said, renting your property to the right tenant is crucial to the success of your investment. A qualified tenant is someone who's able to pay the rent, pay it on time, take care of your property, and follow the rules and regulations set out in your lease agreement. By renting to a qualified tenant, you can avoid all the costs that come with a costly eviction and ensure that your property is well taken care of. That's why it's so important to take the time and screen potential tenants correctly, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do that. So let's dive into the step-by-step process of renting out your investment property to the perfect qualified tenant. Step number 1, prepare the property. The first step in renting out your investment property is to prepare the property for potential renters. This can involve making any necessary repairs, cleaning, staging the property, and making it so appealing to potential renters. You may also want to consider upgrades or renovations to your property to increase its value and attract higher quality tenants. Items like dishwashers, in-suite laundry, or additional bathrooms are great features to include when you're considering upgrading your property and preparing it for potential renters. Quick tip: take the cleaning seriously. You'll be surprised how much a clean property can increase its value and actually get those top quality tenants inside. So make sure you take that cleaning seriously. Step number 2, set the rental price. Next, you'll need to determine the rental price for your property. By researching similar properties in your area, you can determine what other landlords are charging for similar properties like yours. You may also want to consider hiring a property management company to help you out and set a competitive rental price. An easy way to find the right rental price is using the Excel method. In the Excel method, you take the local listings of all the properties like yours and put them in a list. After they're all in a list, you take an average rental price, and that price should be a very competitive price for your property in your area. Another tip here is to start with your rental price high. You can always bring your price down, but it's very hard to bring it up. Start it high and keep bringing it down until you find the perfect demand for the type of renters that you're looking for. Step number 3, advertise your property. Once your property is ready and you've determined the right rental price, it's time to start advertising your property to potential tenants. Now, this can be done through online listings or classified ads, or you can even work with a property management company to help you out. Make sure to include high quality photos and a detailed description of your property in all your advertisements so that you attract the right tenants. Now, this is where you can set yourself apart. Most landlords have a few lines in the description and some boring photos taken off their phone and a number to call at the end. It's a really bad listing, but you can go a step further. Go a step further and have a detailed description that tells a story, that paints a picture of a perfect rental property. Include additional pictures, video walkthroughs, and a detailed process of the next steps. This way your tenants never have any questions and they're bought into your rental property. This is a great opportunity for you to go above and beyond to find the perfect tenants for your rental property. Step number 4, screen your tenants. The next step here is to screen potential tenants. This is an important step in the process to ensure that you're renting out to a qualified tenant who's able to pay the rent on time and take care of your property. You'll want to take the time and verify their employment, their credit history, and their criminal background. Now, you can do this all yourself, but I would consider using a tenant screening service to help you with this process. I've been using Single Key for years now, and their detailed reports have saved me so much from getting into bad leases with bad tenants. Single Key does a great job giving you deep background checks, credit checks, financial reviews, and they provide you with a detailed report that allows you to make the best decision about the tenant you're going to rent your property to. I'll be honest with you guys, I really couldn't do it without them, and I would recommend Single Key to anyone. If you want to start using Single Key, the best tenant screening tool that I've ever used, click the link in the description below, and trust me, you won't be sorry. Step number 5, sign the lease. Once you've found a qualified tenant, it's time to sign the lease. A well-drafted lease agreement should clearly state all the terms and conditions of the rental, including the rental price, security deposit, and any restrictions or rules about the property. Make sure to review the lease with the tenant and ensure that both parties understand and agree to the terms before anyone signs. Now, I invest in Ontario and we use a standard lease, but make sure you're using the correct lease for your province, your city, or your state. Another great thing about technology is that you don't have to be physically there to sign the lease. Platforms like EverSign or DocuSign will let you sign documents electronically, making things so much easier for you as a landlord. Now, this doesn't mean you get to skip on steps or be lazy with your due diligence. This is just a tool to make things easier. Step number 6, move in. Now, the final step in the process here is the move-in. You want to provide a tenant with a detailed walkthrough of the property and make sure they understand all the rules and regulations of your rental. At this step, you want to provide them with any necessary information, such as emergency contact numbers, emails, payment information, and please make sure they have a copy of the lease agreement so that they can review it if they ever have any questions. Now, for my rentals, I've been using welcome baskets for all of my tenants, and I'm telling you, it's done me wonders. The relationships that I'm able to maintain over the long term have been so good because I've taken that extra step at the beginning to set the expectations right. Another thing that we love to do is a 3-stage move-in process. This includes photo, video, and a written checklist. This way, I'm covered across all boards in the case of any issues with the tenant when they actually move out of the property. Now, these are all great steps in theory, but I'm sure you want to see if this actually works. Why don't we walk through an example with one of my clients, Jay, who just rented out his 3-bedroom single-family home in Northern Ontario. All right, guys, meet Jay. He's a seasoned real estate investor who recently acquired a rental property in a great location in Northern Ontario. In step 1, Jay takes the time to look at the property and realizes that it's in need of some repairs and some major cleaning. So we decide to do a few upgrades, such as installing new light fixtures, painting the walls, and by doing this, we increase the value of the property and its appeal to potential tenants. In step number 2, I help Jay conduct market research to determine the right price to set for his rental property. From this analysis, we're able to set a competitive price of $1,500 per month plus utilities. In step number 3, Jay begins advertising his property to potential tenants. We include high quality photos and detailed descriptions of the property. We also add an additional walkthrough video to help answer any questions that any potential tenants may have. In step number 4, Jay and I use SingleKey to screen potential tenants by verifying their employment, their credit history, and their criminal background. By using SingleKey, we're able to select a qualified family with 2 income earners who both have a stable job, great credit score, and no criminal history. In step number 5, Jay meets with the tenants online via video chat, and together they review the lease and electronically sign that lease agreement. Now, we could have done it in person, but we wanted to save time and effort with the power of technology. Not a reason to be lazy, like I said, but technology really helps. In the final step, Jay provides the tenants with a detailed walkthrough of the property. He also makes sure that they understand the rules and regulations of the property as well as the lease. At this stage, we complete a photo, video, and written checklist to ensure that the move-in process is well documented. By following these steps, you can ensure that you're making the most of your investment by attracting high-quality tenants to rent out your property. Isaiah Henry here with First Position Real Estate, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out the SingleKey link in the description below to help you secure the best tenant possible for your investment. I'd love to know how these tips are working for you, so let me know in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video.